Good morning. My name is Pooja Bandari and I am from TYBA B.Ed A class. My roll number is E18102 and the name of my topic is Components of Map. Introduction. Maps contain lots of information. Most maps will have the five following things, that is the title, a legend, a grid, a compass rules to indicate direction and a scale. The title tells us what is being represented on the map. The legend explains the symbol used on the map for various features like mountains or rivers and other major landmarks. Next, there is usually a grid made up of longitude and latitude lines to precisely locate specific locations. Then, there is the compass rose indicating the cardinal direction of north, south, east, and west as it relates to the map. Finally, the scale compares the distance on the map to actual distance. Knowing about these all things will help you better understand information when using maps. So first component is title. Title defines the purpose of a map and what type of map you are looking at. In this map at the right there is written Asia and Asia, that is North Asia. Asia is being shown in this map and is north. It is a compass. Title indicates the purpose or theme of a map. For example, India, physical, world political, Tamil Nadu, transport. First is your title. The title is your map. Tells basic information about the map, such as area represented. So you could have a map of the which falls city area, or you could have a map of Texas, or you could have a map of a United States, or you could have a map of your backyard. The map could be anything, but the title is going to tell you what or should tell you some basic information about the map and the basic area represented by that map. Next component is distance. It can only be possible when a small distance on paper represents a large distance on the ground. Therefore, a scale is chosen for the purpose. Scale is the ratio between the actual distance on the ground and the distance shown on the map. When large areas like continents or countries are to be shown on a paper, then we use a small scale, for example 5 centimeter. On the map shown 500 kilometer of the ground. It is called small scale map. When a small area like your village or town is to be shown on paper, then we use a large scale, that is 5 centimeter on the map shows 500 meters only on the ground. It is called large scale map. Next is directions. Compass rose or symbol that shows a direction on map. Cardinal direction, that is north, south, east, west. North pole, the point farthest north on earth. South pole means the point farthest south on earth. Intermediate direction, that is northeast, southeast, northwest and southwest. These are the terms used in compass. While we use compass, these are the terms which we use. So when we talk about directions, maps are drawn normally with north orientation. North direction in a map is always towards the north pole of the earth. If you position yourself looking at the north pole, on your right will be east, your left will be the west, your back will be south. These four main directions are called the cardinal directions, usually indicated on a map by a north-south line with the north direction represented by an arrow head. Most maps contain the arrow marked with letter N at the upper right hand. This arrow shows the north direction. It is called the north line. Other four intermediate directions are northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. We can locate any place more accurately with the help of these intermediate directions. Next is scale, which is more very important, which plays an important part in the map. The map may be called a large scale map when they represent a small area of the earth on a paper sheet or paper of the paper. The cadastral map or topographical maps are large scale maps. Here scale is normally 1 is to 550,000. A map is called small scale when it covers a large area on a map sheet of paper. They include wall maps, atlas, thematic maps like soil map, climate map, weather map, natural vegetations map, etc. The scale of small map is normally 1 is to 1 lakh, 1 is to 1 lakh or more. All maps, whether large scale or small scale, differs in their purpose and content like physical, cultural and military uses. The next component is grid system. The location is a place be simply defined by its longitude or latitude. In normal practice, latitude is stated first and then comes the longitude. The latitude and longitude of the place can be expressed in unit of degree, minute and second. A grid is a set of lines with uh, with numeric codes for defining a location on a map. In many topographical sheets, the lines that run horizontally from left to right of the map are known as northings, whereas the lines that runs vertically from top to the bottom of the map are called eastings. The point at which the vertical and horizontals of the grid intersect are called coordinates, which are identified by number or letter. The next is projection. Map projection is a way of showing the spherical shape Earth on a flat piece of paper. Where does the bold projection come from? Imagine a clear globe with latitude and longitude lines and the outlines of the landmass on it. Suppose there was a light bulb inside the globe. If you wrap piece of paper around the globe and turn on light bulb, the outlines of the grid and landmass and turn and would be landmass would be projected onto the paper. Map projections is identified as a transformation spherical network of longitudinals and latitudes on a plane surface. Projections are drawn, maintain the shape, are and directions, area and directions. There are three methods in the widest use are as follows. Widest use are as follows: projection on the surface of a cylinder, projection onto the surface of a cone, projection directly onto a flat plane called planar or zenithal or azimuthal projection. The next is the next component is legend. A legend of a map helps to understand the map detail which are placed at the left or right corner at the bottom of the map. Next is conventional signs and symbols. A map is a global language and it needs to be drawn according to the international standards. Conventional signs and symbols are standard symbols used on a map and explained in a legend to convey indefinite meaning. The topographic map contains a variety of information about physical and cultural features. These are shown by using signs and symbols in various cultures so that the clarity of map is maintained. It is the third symbol. It is the third important component of map. It is not possible to draw a map actual shape and size of different features such as building, roads, bridges, trees, railway lines, or a well. So they are shown by using certain letters, shades, colors, pictures, and lines. These symbols gives a lot of information in a limited space. With the use of this symbol, map can be drawn easily and are simply to read. Even if you don't know the language of an area and therefore you cannot ask someone for direction, you can collect information from maps with the help of these symbols. Maps have a universal language that can be understood by all. There is an international agreement regarding the use of these symbols. These are called conventional symbols. Various colors are used for the same purpose. For example, generally, blue is used for showing water bodies, brown for mountain, yellow for plateau, and green is used for plain. Next one is sketch. A sketch is a drawing mainly based on memory and a spot observation and not to scale. Sometimes a rough drawing is required of an area to tell where a particular place is located with respect to other places. Suppose you want to go to your friend's house, but you don't know the way. Your friend may make a rough drawing to show the way to this house. Such a rough drawing is drawn without scale and is called sketch map. Next is plan. A plan is a drawing of a small area on a large scale. A large scale map gives a lot of information about there are certain things which we may sometimes want to know. For example, the length and the breadth of room which can't be shown in the map. At that time, we can refer drawing drawn to scale called plans. Conclusion. This is the most important component of map. Because of this, reading have become easier. It is difficult to identify the exact place on Earth. Thank you.